Joining us now are songwriting, singing, performing, entertaining sensations, Juna and Joey. Welcome to the show, guys. How are you?
Good.
Hi, good. How are you?
Good. I've really enjoyed going on YouTube and listening to all of your music. You are definitely people that are, entertaining from like the get go. Were you born into this industry? What was the start for you?
Well, I got started doing classical music and taking voice lessons at the age of like 5, 6, 3 or 4. And then that's when Joey came around.
Yeah, I was a big sports guy. I played baseball for a long time, basketball, football, soccer. And eventually I went to one of her lessons and the teacher was like, "Do you sing?" And I was like, "No." And then something came out of me and I started singing. And that's when we started as a duo.
Now, starting as a duo, you're growing up in the same family, correct? You guys are biologically related as well.
Yes.
Yes, brother and sister. That's correct.
So, what is your favorite aspect of like performing together? What do you love best about our industry, especially like doing it together as siblings?
I think that touring and performing is definitely my favorite part about being in the music business. It's just to me it's like the most fun. Like especially with your brother getting to like travel and experience all those things together is really exciting. And just making memories that we can look back on is really exciting to then like look back and watch those together and like have lived them together. And I would also say like we went to the CMAs last year. Yeah, last year. And that was a super inspiring experience. Like just to hopefully be up there one day and see all of our favorite artists performing. And it was really cool to be able to dress up and like be a part of that instead of like watching it on TV like how we've always done for the past few years.
Yeah, I just
Now,
love
did
being
you?
on stage, meeting other artists, meeting fans, and radio press, and just being on national television is pretty cool. We went to LA and actually was on America's Most Musical Family, and that was like a crazy experience too. Just meeting everybody, meeting all the judges. It was a fun time.
And that was so fun.
Now, is there something that maybe isn't so great now, like some of your friends that you grew up with and things like that? Like now, as you're becoming a little more famous and a little more famous, a little more famous, is there part of the industry that you don't like as much?
Um, well, yeah, like you said, just missing your friends at home. That's one of the things. Missing your parents as well. Being on all the time, like being ready for shows at 6 a.m. when you're like tired or whatever. Like you gotta be on. So I would say that's the least favorite part.
Yeah, also like all my friends like couldn't wait to go to prom. They were all talking about it because like they went to in-person high school and I was doing online school for like my last 2 years. So I would see pictures and stuff while we were out. I think we were touring the UK at the time. And it's definitely like kind of hard to see all your friends doing that fun stuff. But I mean, also at the same time, we are literally touring the UK with each other, like making that experience and performing and doing what we love. So I miss it and it's tough, but also at the same time, I'm doing what I love and like performing. So it's bittersweet.
And speaking of doing what you love, I guess that's great fodder for songwriting, right? Whether you're getting in a black taxi in the UK and then you're pulling up to Buckingham Palace, right? There's like life experiences that you're getting to have that I'm sure you'd be able to like work into your songwriting.
Definitely for sure.
Yeah, I love coming up with melodies. I love coming up with lyrics and creating those lyrics and melodies into songs. I actually go to Berkeley right now. I'm taking songwriting, so I'm really loving that class. Really loving what they're teaching me over there, and it's been a great experience for me as well. And I would love to collaborate with bigger artists as well. So, and every year our songwriting obviously gets better. As you grow older, you start, you know, experiencing other things. So that's why songwriting is just so fun.
Yeah, we've definitely taken some experiences in life and put them into our songs. Like we have a song called Anchor, which is an anti-bullying song that we wrote from personal experiences. But then we also have songs that we've written that we haven't necessarily experienced those things firsthand. But I think that's the most interesting part about songwriting is not having to actually experience those things, but putting yourself in somebody else's shoes and telling the story from their perspective, whether you have been through it or not. I think that's a really cool aspect about songwriting, and that's what makes it so unique.
Now, how will you be celebrating the holidays this year? Because I see that you have some decorations behind you.
Oh yeah, we're very festive here at the Vale family.
We're just celebrating with our family, getting together, just performing some Christmas songs. We have two out right now from last year. We have All I Want for Christmas Is You, and then we have Joey's rendition of It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas that everybody can stream. We've been promoting that. And we actually just wrote a Christmas song of our own that will be coming out hopefully next year.
Wonderful. When you're trying out new songs, Joey and Juna, who's the first person that you perform it for to see if it's got any like weight?
Well, first, like the songwriter, obviously, like after we write the song, we all get together and we do a rendition of it. And then we go to our family and say, hey, what do you all think? They're so excited. Every time we write a song,
Yeah.
they're like, oh my God, let me hear
Let
it.
me hear it. What does it sound like?
And then we do our friends, and then, we go to our bandmates and say, hey, we wrote this new song, listen to it, start going over it. And then we go out to festivals and shows and we start playing for them and see what their reaction is. We sometimes do lives on TikToks. That's a big way to tell if the song's popping or it's not. And then we decide which ones are hot, which ones are not, and we go from there.
Yeah, we love to perform like in Nashville, like at the local songwriting, like performance nights. And so we can play it for them just around other songwriters and see what they think and then also collaborate with them at the same time. So yeah,
It's
that's
a
kind of our
wonderful
like,
place to be, right? Nashville is such a great place to be for this type of career.
oh yeah, it's
Yeah,
a great
sure.
place.
Yeah. A lot of musicians over there, a lot of talented artists. So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
good to collaborate with them and, just meet everybody over there.
I'm wishing you guys continued success. And if there are songwriters, future songwriters out there wanting to which comes first to you, the music, the melody, or the lyrics?
I think like we have this thing in both of our phones called a hook book where we will like type out our titles. Like if we have an idea that like comes into our head, we'll just write it in there. So when we sit down at the right, we pull it up and we're like, what are we feeling today? So we just kind of scroll through and see what feels right. And like also other artists or songwriters, they'll bring stuff to the table too sometimes. And we kind of just find what works the best. And then I would say like melody comes first. We strum on guitar, see what has the right feel.
Yeah, the music comes first. I usually bring a guitar, strum a couple chords, and then we get we start brainstorming and we come up with the title, like Juna said, and we go from there. And
Yeah.
Well, congratulations and continued success. And I'll be listening next season for your original holiday Christmas music. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you guys for joining us today.
Thank you so
thank
much.
you. It was a pleasure.
Okay, be well. Bye-bye.